Let me tell you about a school principal that I know. She hit her 50s, and she thought she was supposed to slow down. She thought her best years were behind her. She had worked over 20 years, and she was seriously thinking about retirement, less responsibility, just coasting to the finish line. But instead, something unexpected happened. She took a month-long trip to South America during the summer, and she recommitted to her K-12 career. And that's when everything in her life started to come together through commitment and consistency. She started getting serious about taking care of her body. She started waking up every morning and getting in a quick 10 to 15-minute workout. Nothing crazy, just daily consistency. She cleaned up her eating, cut back on sweets, and started drinking more water. She got her rest and reshaped her body. And then something even more powerful happened internally. Her mindset shifted. By the way, I'm the digital avatar of Dr. Joseph Williams III, a full-time middle school principal who lives and works near Seattle, Washington. Dr. Williams created me so he could consistently share strategies, tools, and insights with K-12 educators while still working full-time as a school principal. And if you're a K-12 educator in your 50s, then this message is for you. Because somewhere along the way, we were sold a lie. That your 50s are when you start winding down and that your best years are behind you. That you just need to hold on until retirement. But let me tell you something real. If you've made it to your 50s in K-12 education, you are not declining. 50 is the new 40, and you're just entering your prime. Financially, professionally, mentally, socially, and even physically. All you need to do is just make the commitment to continuous improvement. Your 50s are not the beginning of the end. You may easily have 30 to 40 years left to live. So this isn't the closing chapter. This is the chapter where everything starts to align. This is your strategic professional advantage. Let's start with something practical, your annual income. Most K-12 educators hit their highest earning years in their 50s and 60s. You have the advanced degrees, you've put in the time, and you've earned the raises. You've stepped into leadership roles and you're no longer trying to prove yourself. Now you're getting paid for who you've become, professionally. And here's the difference. In your 20s and 30s, you just earned money. Now in your 50s and 60s, you can save it, invest it, and multiply it. Now let me make this even more real for you. Because this isn't theory, this is happening right now in K-12 education. I know a principal, Mr. Michael Smith, early 50s, put in the work for years, stayed consistent, built relationships, mastered his craft, and maintained his health. And then something happened. He didn't slow down, he leveled up. He went from principal to being selected as executive director for student services in his school district. And with that promotion, his salary jumped to almost $250,000 a year. Not because of luck, not because of timing, but because of his knowledge, his experience, and his longevity in the K-12 profession. And then there's Dr. Sabrina Johnson. She started as a school teacher and worked her way up to an assistant superintendent. She was sharp, focused, and disciplined. She had years of experience, a deep understanding of systems, and a strong leadership presence. And now in her early 50s, she was selected to step into the superintendent role in her school district. Now she's earning over $300,000 a year on a 5-year contract. Let that sink in. Over $300K. This happened for Dr. Johnson because she stayed in the game long enough to become the unquestioned leader of her school district. And this is where it gets powerful for your finances. Your 50s and 60s are your catch-up years. You not only earn more, you can save more, invest more, and be more intentional than ever before. Let's be honest. Many of us didn't get it right early on with our finances. Life happened, kids happened, financial missteps happened. But now, you have clarity, discipline, focus. And believe it or not, time is still on your side. Now let's talk about something money can't buy. Respect. When you walk into a room in your 50s and 60s, people listen differently. Staff and students feel your presence. The school community respects your experience. You don't have to be the loudest voice because your track record speaks for you. In your 50s and 60s, you're not guessing anymore. You've mastered your craft and you understand people. You understand systems and you understand pressure. You know when to speak and you know when to listen. Your mistakes have turned into wisdom, and that wisdom has tremendous value. And this might be the most important character trait. You know exactly who you are. You're not chasing validation anymore. You're not trying to impress everyone, and you're not comparing yourself to others. You've reached a place where you can say, I stay in my lane and I run my own race. I'm focused on myself and my family. And that's clarity. That's power. So let's go back to that principle I told you about earlier. The one who thought she needed to slow down. Once she shifted her mindset, everything changed. Her energy increased, her focus sharpened, and her finances improved. Her leadership got stronger, and she realized something powerful. She wasn't finished by a long shot. In fact, she was just getting started. So if you're in your 40s or 50s right now, this is your reminder. You're not behind, you're not late, and you're definitely not done. This can be the most powerful time of your life if you stay focused, if you stay disciplined, and if you refuse to give up, cave in, or quit. And if you'd like for me to help you create your own AI avatar to share your ideas, amplify your voice, and build your brand online, then visit my Stan store. Because AI is here to stay and technology and innovation is undefeated. So let me help you amplify your authentic voice, scale your presence, and build your brand with your own AI avatar. See you in the next video.